Welcome to the Think It Media podcast. I am your host, and today we will be diving into modular SEO and why your component library might be costing you traffic and leads. Let's get into it. Here's the tension. Component-driven development was supposed to speed launches and keep interfaces consistent, but many teams ship components that accidentally hide content, drop metadata, or make pages unshareable. In 30 seconds, I'll show you 5 rules you can apply today to stop losing rankings and start capturing conversions from reusable UI.
Most definitely. And by the end of this episode, you'll have concrete changes to hand off to designers and engineers, semantic component patterns, rendering strategy guidance, canonical URL rules, schema and metadata blocks, plus conversion hooks you can standardize. Small changes, big protection for your leads.
All right, let's structure this into 3 clear sections. First, semantic and rendering rules. Second, canonical/URL and schema/metadata rules. Third, conversion hooks, a short implementation checklist, a quick case example, and common pitfalls. Ready? Let's dive in.
Section 1. Rule 1. Semantic components. If a component can output a heading, list, or article, make those semantic elements part of the component API. Don't let presentational divs be the default. Use H1 to H6, UL/OL for lists, and ARIA roles where appropriate, so screen readers and crawlers see real structure.
Exactly. Think of a feature card. Instead of forcing authors to wrap H2s around a title, the card should accept a title prop that renders an actual H2 or an adjustable heading level. That preserves heading hierarchy across pages, which matters for both accessibility and SEO.
Rule 2. Render strategy. Prefer server-side rendering or pre-rendering for any content you want indexed. If a product list or pricing block is hydrated client-side, make sure there's a server-rendered fallback or snapshot so crawlers and link previews get the content. Progressive enhancement is your friend.
When client render is unavoidable, provide a lightweight SSR version, static HTML for critical content, and a client script that enhances interactivity. That keeps your pages indexable and dramatically reduces the chance that a client-only widget hides lead-driving copy.
Section 2. Rule 3. Canonical and URL design. Components that generate internal tabs, filters, or modals should support shareable, crawlable URLs. If a list component changes the view, ensure it updates the URL and pushes a consistent canonical tag so search engines understand the primary content.
Also, ensure components that duplicate content across pages, like footer promo blocks or cross-sell modules, offer a canonical override option. That prevents duplicate content issues and keeps your ranking signals focused where they belong. Small props, huge impact.
Rule 4. Schema and metadata components. Make structured data and meta tags first-class citizens in your design system. A product card should optionally output JSON LD, and an article component should expose meta description and open graph fields. If every instance can surface schema, you increase your chances of rich results and better click-throughs.
Baking metadata into components also reduces manual errors. Designers and marketers won't have to remember to add meta tags. The system does it. That consistency can lift SERP appearance and social sharing previews immediately.
Section 3. Rule 5. Built-in conversion hooks. Standardize how components expose tracking events, form endpoints, and lead capture triggers. If every CTA or form component emits the same analytics event and hits the same validated endpoint, you can measure impact and iterate fast.
Exactly. A pricing card should include optional UTM attribution, structured microcopy for testing, and a standard modal or redirect behavior. That way, design and engineering teams don't invent custom tracking on every page, and your marketing funnel stays consistent.
Now the implementation checklist. Quick, handoff-ready steps you can copy into a ticket. 1. Update component APIs to accept semantic element props and heading levels. 2. Add SSR or pre-render fallbacks for indexable components. 3. Add URL and canonical props for stateful components. 4. Include JSON, LD, and meta props for content components. 5. Standardize tracking events and form endpoints. Each item should be testable with a simple HTML snapshot test.
Add to that, write a short design token for heading levels. Include an example in your component library docs, and include automated checks in CI to fail if a public component returns only divs where a heading is expected. Those guardrails keep the system consistent.
Case example, a modular pricing card. We built a card that renders an H3 title, outputs product schema JSON LD when price fields are present, supports a server-rendered price block, and includes a standard request demo form with UTM pass-through. Result? Within weeks, organic visibility for plan pages improved, and demo conversions became traceable by component instance. Small dev time, measurable wins.
Common pitfalls to watch for: hydration issues where client.js replaces SEO content, duplicated schema across multiple repeated components, and over-nesting that buries headings. Quick fixes: ensure SSR snapshots include key text, dedupe JSON LD by emitting it once per page, and flatten markup for heading hierarchy. These are deployable in hours, not weeks.
Before we wrap, if you have legacy components, start with a short audit. Identify the top 10 revenue pages, check components for semantics, SSR, and metadata, then prioritize fixes that touch those pages. You'll get the most ROI for the least development time.
How Think It Media helps. We audit component libraries, produce the handoff checklist, implement SSR and schema patterns, and standardize conversion hooks so your design system protects rankings and grows leads. We deliver code patterns and tests your engineers can drop into your CI. Let's talk about this.
If you like this episode, subscribe to the Think It Media podcast for more practical, hands-on tactics you can use this afternoon. Hit subscribe, share with a product manager or developer, and if you want the checklist we mentioned, check our show notes. That sounds great, right?
We appreciate you listening and hope to have you back for our next episode. Thanks for listening. That's great. And 100% let's follow up on your component questions next time.